Bryana, you're live with Eric and V. What would you like to talk about?
Hi. I'm a little more nervous than I expected to be.
No worries.
It sneaks up on you, but it's okay.
So with the holidays coming up comes a lot of family things. And I found out recently, I'm an atheist, and the rest of my family are extremely conservative, very biblical, literal Christians, to the point where I have lobbyists in my family that lobby against like the separation of church and state. And I found out recently that they like make fun of my religious trauma behind my back. And it sucks. And it sucks the worst because I have had conversations with them about it where they seem to be actively listening and repeat back what I'm saying, and they seem to understand. And then later go and talk about me. And like, I obviously don't want to be alone for Christmas, but I don't know how healthy it is to keep contact with these people right now. And it just hurts and it's hard.
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
It does.
That is not okay. Oh, that's so hard. I'm sorry, Bryana. That's a lot to go through. First, like realizing that that's not who you are anymore and having to go through that with religious trauma on top of it. And then, in addition to that, having family that, like, to your face is very understanding and then behind your back makes fun of that. That's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, I could see, the most charitably I could think of is I could imagine family or people who are, told, hey, you're responsible for my trauma, not wanting to take responsibility for that and trying to play it down. But it's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, again, if we're being the most charitable, it could be a coping mechanism for them because that must sit very hard and very heavy with them. And so to laugh about it makes you feel better, but still, that is not an excuse for making fun of someone's trauma, especially if you had a hand in it.
Yeah.
So I think I understand the not wanting to be alone for the holidays part. I really do. But I don't know. I think it's honestly a best case scenario and a worst case situation here.
It just depends on you. It totally depends on you. There's not a right answer, but there's also not a wrong answer.
Yeah.
Right. And you should do what feels best to you. And that might be giving them one more holiday and getting yourself in a headspace where you feel comfortable moving away from that. Mm-hmm. It could also be just saying, you know what, I found out that you guys were making fun of me behind my back and I don't feel comfortable around you anymore. So I'm not coming this year, or I'm not going to be spending or celebrating the holidays with you. Honestly, if that would be cathartic for you, and if you are set up financially, emotionally to be able to do that, that is also an option. You should not feel like there is one path here. It is whatever you would feel most comfortable with, knowing full well that both of them are going to be uncomfortable. So I don't know. What are your thoughts here in this back?
Yeah, I feel like, I've been thinking about that a lot. Like, either way, it's not what I want necessarily. Like, obviously, I would love to have a family that's supportive, but, and it's like, I've tried every year to go, and it's like, I feel like I'm trying to hold on to something that, I might just be kind of hurting myself more by going. Yeah. Like, it's kind of like, I think I kind of know the correct thing. But it does help to hear it from other people too.
Yeah. We recommend, if you haven't already, check out our Discord, hop on Facebook and check out our Facebook groups. There are some amazing people there who are probably in your situation too.
Yeah.
It's nice to have that. So I'm actually really, really glad you called in, because you sharing this means that a lot of people who might also be too worried to call in or just could be feeling the same way, they can get the feeling that you're getting too. So thank you.
We also have a partnership with Recovering from Religion,
We do.
and I feel like that might be useful as well. Have you called their hotline yet? I know some people call it and say, "Oh, I've already talked with them," or "Have you heard of Recovering from Religion?"
Yeah. I've used them a few times, and it helps.
Oh, good.
Like,
Okay.
I just have like no support system, so it does help to like be able to talk to people.
Yeah.
And like I do have a secular therapist as well to deal with all of my
Good.
traumas.
Yay, I guess. I'm right there with you. So maybe the next step then is to start building that support network for yourself and actively looking for people who you can ultimately initiate into a new family, one that you've made and one that will be respectful of you and your choices. They don't have to all be atheists, you know, they don't all have to think exactly the same way you do, but having a group of people there who you've chosen as your family to come with you on these difficult journeys and be there for you when your own family has chosen not to be. Is useful, and I know that's a long way off, right? That's not something you can do in a month, but even taking those first steps of looking for people, finding ways to meet people safely, of course, with COVID, which makes this so much harder, right? Because you can't go somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is just an amalgamation of difficult situations, it sounds like, but it sounds like you're taking the right steps. You're thinking about what's best for you. You're in therapy with a secular therapist. You've talked to Recovering from Religion. You're calling us.
You recognize that there's hurt going on.
Yeah, and it sounds like you've done a lot of work on yourself as well, and understanding how you're reacting to this and what is going to be healthy for you. So you're on the right path. It's just you have to make sure that you're doing this for you and not for anyone else. So if you're going to go to your holiday parties with your family, it has to be because you've decided that for you, this is the best option right now. And if you're going to leave, you have to decide that that is for you and that is the best thing that you're going to be able to do this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like this helped a lot.
Good. And we're going to be here too over Christmas. We're going to have pre-recorded stuff, but we are going to also be here. And
we are recording some fun stuff, but no spoilers.
Yeah, we're recording some really fun stuff for Christmas. But you've got this community as well, and we might not be family, but we're here for you, and we're rooting for you, and we understand exactly what you're going through.
You're not alone.
Yeah, and it does help. Like, it's not the same sometimes as like having people in your like not over the internet, but it does help. Like I go to your live streams on Facebook sometimes when you did those a lot, and I watch.
Hey.
I like watch all those things, and they do make me feel less alone. Like it does make me feel like, okay, there are people out here like me. They just don't happen to be near me right now. But that does help, and it is a good reminder.
Yeah.
Good. I want to try and see if I can get those going again.
And Bryana, again, not to plug my own channel, but on Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. on my YouTube, we have a weekly live stream. Mm-hmm. And we've got such an amazing group of people in that live chat.
And it's called C'est La Vie.
I've been to one of them. I just don't normally get to go to them. I've been to like one of them.
Okay, well, you are welcome to join that as well whenever you would like.
All right. We're going to head on over to the next call. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in, and have a happy holiday, whatever it is you decide to do.
Thanks. You guys too. Bye-bye.
Will do.
Bye.
Bye.